Hey, what's up guys? So just doing an epoxy floor on my little shop here. This is about 13 by 16 feet. Anyway, I want to do a quick video on the etching process because I watched some YouTube videos and there are some good ones out there on etching, but I was still a little bit unsure of what to kind of look for and how much etching was enough. And I didn't know if what I had done was going to be good enough. So I checked out another YouTube video and I got a few more answers and decided to do a second round of etching. So I just want to go through what this kind of looks like and maybe what you guys can look for when you want to find out if your etching is sufficient or not. This is the product that I used. This is, that's the French side, but this is Salmon 100% concrete preparation etcher. This is, I purchased this from a local commercial store that does epoxy floors. They put me on this. They said it's by far their best product that they use for etching and not to use muriatic acid. Anyway, the first thing I did was I put it on with like a flower garden watering bucket, and it spread it out fairly good. And then I worked it in with a brush and hosed it up through. And what happened was a lot of it was still kind of smooth. And I would say kind of like this. It was very clean and it had like a white film on it, but it was still kind of smooth, and parts of it were rough like this. Almost like it had eaten off the power trawl and left like almost a raw broom type finish. And a lot of it was like this. And I thought, well, maybe it's all supposed to be like this. So anyway, what I did is, after watching that YouTube video today on the etching, it seemed way too smooth for me still. So I went back and I used my fertilizer spreader pump bottle, and I used the rest of the jug of this concrete etcher, and then I pressure washed it one more time, and it really made a huge difference in how much of that smoothness it pulled off. So as you can see here now, I've got a lot more of this really rough type of finish throughout the entire shop. You can still see a bit where I went around and kind of maybe where it just a little bit more was concentrated, but overall it's much more coarse. So just so you guys know, maybe as if you're unsure, I would try to get to a point where your concrete is more like this, almost like a broomed raw concrete finish, as opposed to a smoother, more power trawled kind of a finish. So this is kind of what you want, and this is more so what you would try to avoid or have minimal amounts of this. I'm not too worried about it over here because this is going to be underneath some stuff. This is going to be under my sink. There's some other parts in the shop that are going to be under a workbench, so I'm not super concerned there. But that's what you're kind of looking for, I believe. I'm by no means a professional at this, but it is very grippy. It's almost hard to squeegee, and hopefully that helps you guys out. If you're doing this, that's kind of the finish you want to get on your floor when you're done etching, so that epoxy really sticks well. The other thing I did was I've got one crack in the floor there. I'm going to try to double or triple up my epoxy in that crack, but what I did is I took my air gun when I was done and I blew it out just to make sure that all the acid was out of there, all the water was out of there. I really want that to dry out well, so I took my air gun and I blew the crack out real quick, and it's just a small little crack across and then it divides up. That's it. I hope that helps you guys out a little bit. Take care. Good luck.